Hello YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have our second video of the Giratina team that we introduced in the first episode in the past video. So if you enjoyed this content, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. That helps me a ton. And also if you like this video, you can also consider leaving a like on the video. I appreciate it. So Giratina is facing Shadow Rider with Indeedee. That is not a good matchup. We had a loss in our first video against a Shadow Rider with Indeedee team, but this one also has Chimpao. I would like to go Trick Room, but I imagine the Indeedee has Trick Room. I guess, and it probably also has access to Imprison, maybe. I'm still gonna go for it because I just feel it's the best overall approach. However, if they have Trick Room, that's a tough one because this Ogre Pawn does not have Taunt. I mean, I said Trick Room, sorry. I meant if they have Imprison Trick Room, it's going to be a tough one because I cannot stop the Imprison. I had an Ogre Pawn in another video, in another team. I think it was in the Necrozma team that had Taunt, especially for situations like this where like you lead Ogre Pawn trying to set up Trick Room against a team that you expect them to have Imprison or Trick Room. So the taunt there was important, but in this one, I didn't include the taunt. I wanted something more offensive, and that's going to potentially be a problem, right? Okay, there's no Indeedee here, so we're good. We are good. They lead with Tornado's Urshifu, actually. They can Rain Dance and, like, attack me, but I'm just going to go for Trick Room and Ivy Cudgel. I don't think there's anything else I should be doing here. Because even if they Rain Dance, Fairygraph with the Citrus Berry should be able to take the Rain boosted Search and Strikes. I think even with the potential Terra Water from their Urshifu. And if they attack the Ogre Pawn, okay, Ogre Pawn should at least get the Ivy Cudgel off, unless the Urshifu's a Scarf, which it might be. Yeah, they go for Rain Dance. Are you Scarf? They're not Scarf. Okay. Torn goes down. Urshifu is slower than Ogre Pawn, so they could be Misty Water. Surge and Strikes. Yeah, we should take it just fine. With the help of the Citrus Berry, even better. Now, here's the thing. If they bring in Indeedee now, they can technically reverse the Trick Room. I can switch out into not Ursaluna, into Giratina, though. Just go for a Psychic Noise. That should be Indeedee, right? It is Indeedee. So, they're probably going to try to reverse the Trick Room. I'm gonna switch into Giratina. I mean, I can Helping Hand Terra, Ivy Cudgel, the Indeedee, but that would be a very, very aggressive play because I can just lose Ogre Pawn. The Urshifu is faster in Trick Room. So there's nothing I can do to stop the Trick Room reverse, I think. So I'm just gonna Psychic Noise the Urshifu. Switch into Giratina. They could also follow me, I guess, if they want. Wouldn't be a bad play either. Protect, follow me, protect Trick Room, or just sack Urshifu, I think. There's a Trick Room reverse. Yep, that was a weird one. I was not anticipating. I was not anticipating that play. Now, here's the thing. Fairygraph is in range of a Helping Hand boosted Expanding Force, I think. Which is what they're probably going to try to do. So I think I have to Terra, go for a Draco into the Indeedee. And then maybe try to Trick Room. can switch Fairy Graph out, but I can try to Helping Hand actually. That potentially can KO the DD. I doubt it, but let's see. They are Terrastalizing. Can we get this off? Into a Fairy Terra, okay. I don't think the Indeedee reveals to have Psychic Seed, so Draco Meteor with Helping Hand might be enough, actually. Might be enough. There is a chance. It's a roll if they are max HP Indeedee for Spadef. 60% chance, 68%. There's a Helping Hand. They're going for Expanding Force, I imagine. We're also going for a Helping Hand. Come on, Giratina. I need you to actually get the KO here. Yeah, there's Expanding Force. That did from 243 to 130. That's 113. And they're Life Orb. Come on, Giratina. We need you. Let's go. Okay. So they're +1, but they don't have Helping Hand anymore. So I think what I have to do here is bring the Ursaluna, because if I bring Ogerpon, they're just going to Astral Rush. At least by bringing the Bear, they have obviously a normal time in front of them, so they have to Expanding Force. Which I think, if my math is correct, would allow Giratina to survive. Because it did 113 with Helping Hand. Now that there's no Helping Hand in the line, but their +1 is exactly the same. Like the Helping Hand boost is exactly as a +1 boost in this context. So they should do around the same, 113. It could be a damage roll, I guess. And maybe this time they do a little bit more, but I hope they don't. We're going to Poltergeist. And we're going to Blood Moon. Yeah, there's Expanding Force. Come on, Giratina. We need you to survive. They crit the Giratina. They crit the Giratina. What can you do, man? They crit the Giratina. That's exactly what they needed to win. You are the strongest Pokemon in the format. With Terrain and Life for increasing your damage, and you need a crit. You need the game to help you with a crit to beat the Giratina, the monster. Okay, so we lose. Well, technically we have the Ogerpon with the Sturdy active. I can't believe that crit happened, man. It's just so unfair. Maybe we get a crit ourselves. I don't think Ivycotcha without a crit is enough, though. This is a situation where I would like to have Woodhammer, because Woodhammer would be enough. Oh, Giratina, why did you do this to us? I'm gonna Spiky Shit just because I can. Doesn't matter if they Nasty Blood. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough, guys. I need a crit. Maybe there's a chance, actually, because according to this, if they have no bulk, which I'm assuming is the case, it's a life for Calyrex. I'm doing from 65 to 77. They have taken 2 turns of life for recoil. Maybe I should have protected the Giratina the previous turn, just sack Ursaluna. So then they take 3 turns of life, and then the 4th one is going to be in the Overclone. That would have been probably better, honestly. I just never expected them to crit the Giratina. It's so funny when the crit happens exactly the turn they needed. Okay, Ogerpon, we're counting on you. Please. They go for Terra Blast just because they can. Okay. Fine. So they're taking 10% more, which puts them at 70%. So I have a chance of getting the KO here, or I can get a crit. Let's see. We have the chance, And Ogrepon saving the day. Thank you for your service, Ogrepon. We appreciate it here in this channel. You have been the MVP of this team so far. GG to our opponent, and Giratina did his best, I guess. It just couldn't survive the crit. But honestly, it's not Giratina's fault. Like it's just a game. It's no one's fault. It's just a game. The game is like that. But GG to our opponent. I'm glad that we managed to actually win that game. And let's get into our second battle of the day. And we found our second opponent of the day. Someone that is decently high in the ladder, 240, and with the Miraidon team. Miraidon, I don't know how many Miraidon teams I've faced in the past 3 days. Practicing with this team, playing with this team, recording the videos. Honestly, it probably has been more than 30 Miraidon teams. It's just crazy the amount of Miraidon teams on the ladder. Miraidon, Whimsicott, Iron Hands, Ogrepon, Urshifu, and Farigiraf. So I think I did mention this in the previous episode. Like, we have to go Trick Room against this Miraidon teams. Giratina unfortunately cannot do much other than just waiting for its time in the end game or mid game maybe. But the issue with this lineup is that they can lead Farigiraf and then it becomes a tricky early game. Because if they lead Farigiraf, which they might do, they're going to try to maybe pressure with a Trick Room reverse, right? So the question is like, hey, do I predict you going for Trick Room, you know, trying to reverse my Trick Room? Or do I just not Trick Room, letting you set up the Trick Room for me, right? It's a tricky one, but we don't have any other option. We're going to go with this lineup, and we're going to have a good time, hopefully. I hope you guys are having a good time. I'm having a good time. And, you know, sometimes it's a little bit funny that, you know, crits happen in the worst possible moment, like in the previous battle, but it's still fun to play with a mon like Giratina. Okay, they lead Urshifu Miraidon. I was not expecting this lead, but I think that lead probably makes sense to them. So now the question is, the Urshifu might be Scarf. They could go for U-turn Bolt Switch. I don't want to not click Follow Me here. I need to ensure the Trick Room, so I'm just going to go for Follow Me Trick Room. They can Terra, Discharge, and Protect if they have Protect. They don't have a ground type in this team, so I imagine the Miraidon could be just Terra Fairy, Dazzling Gleam. They're detecting, so they are going for a Discharge then. Let's see. No, just Bolt Switch. Okay, so this is not a good scenario, because now they're going to bring Farigiraf, and we're stuck here. Usually you want Ogrepon to go down turn 1 so you can have a free switch into Ursaluna, but our opponent made a good call in just protecting the Urshifu. There's the Farigiraf. So now the mind games. I don't think I want to lose Ogrepon yet, so I might switch it out into Giratina. The question is, do I just attack the Urshifu? I think I'm going to attack the Urshifu. Or do I just click Trick Room, predicting they're going to click Trick Room? I can also hypothetically just sack the Ogrepon and reverse Trick Room. But I think Ogrepon's Follow Me might be useful later, so yeah, I'm not going to sack it. I'm going to Psychic Noise at Urshifu. I think it might be Sash. It might be Sash. Okay. That was a good damage, but we don't know if it's Sash or not. Surging Strikes into Giratina, doing very little damage. And the Farigiraf is not moving before the Urshifu, so it's definitely clicking Trick Room, which I think it's okay. I think that's okay. The problem here is that I cannot touch Paragraph with the Poltergeist. It's a normal type, so I have to Draco. Maybe I Draco Helping Hand or just Draco Trick Room. I'm gonna Draco Trick Room. Surge Strikes into the Paragraph. They can also predict this and go for Trick Room themselves. That's doing 110 exactly, so which should be out of range of another one, but they can tear the Urshifu next time, or just Helping Hand. Let's see if they are clicking Trick Room. Draco Meteor, how much does it do? How much? Helping Hand Draco Meteor would have been enough. They're clicking Foul Play. Okay. Fair enough. I can Draco and Terra Blast here. I'm gonna go for it. I don't want them to reverse the Trick Room, so I need to KO the Giraffe. And I hope this does it. Giratina. Okay. They just KO Giratina. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Because now we survive this and we have Hyper Voice. And we have 3 turns of Trick Room left. Their Miraidon is usually Choice Lock, so they cannot protect. So we bring the bear. We're not going to Terra yet. We're just going to click Hyper Voice. And I can theoretically click Helping Hand if I want to, but I think I'm just going to Psychic Noise into the Giraffe. In case they switch out or something. They might just protect Urshifu and sack Paragraph. That's okay. Now I imagine Iron Hands is coming. And having Steel Ogerpon in the back might be the best thing we could have done. Might have been the best thing we could have done, because now we have a Mon that is faster than Urshifu out of Trick Room in case this Urshifu switches out this turn and then we have to face it later. This is Iron Hands, right? Yeah, it is Iron Hands. So, how many Trick Room turns? 2. I think I can Terra Hyper Voice now. Terra Hyper Voice and Psychic Noise. The hands. No, actually, I don't want to Terra Hyper Voice. I want Hyper Voice. What if they have close combat though? I'm gonna Terra Hyper Voice and Psychic Noise this thing. They're gonna switch the Urshifu into Miraidon. That's expected. The question here is, do you have close combat? Or the other question is your Paragraph slower? Is your Iron Hand slower than Paragraph? Because if that's the case, I cannot stop the Drain Punch, because I went for Psychic Noise to stop Drain Punch. I'm Terrestrializing first in case they are Terrestrializing, so there's a chance they're not mean speed. I mean, they're usually not mean speed. They're not Terrestrializing, okay? Terra Hyper Voice should do around 60% to Miraidon. Yep. Around that. The reason why I didn't want to Terra initially is because I wanted to keep the ground type in case they go for Wide Charge. But let's see if they actually do it. They do go for Wide Charge, but into the Paragraph. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. We have Ogerpon here, and Ogerpon is definitely slower than this thing. So, okay, this is the last one of Trick Room. Oh, they can switch and then win by clicking discharge, can they? Yeah, they can do that. Or Dazzling Gleam if they have it. I think we're gonna lose if they do that. They didn't. Maybe they don't have that discharge then. It's just a Terra Fairy stuff. But I'm actually surprised it did this. Because Ogerpon is faster than Urshifu. Maybe they think Ogerpon is slower than Urshifu because we have a Trick Room team. Maybe they have a Jolly Urshifu and they're expecting to have speed. That's my only guess. But even then, you cannot KO both. So we just attack with both here. Let me hit you with a Blood Moon and a... Honestly, I haven't got this enough. Let's just click Hornage. What if they have like a weird Terra? Let's just click Hornage. It's fine. Battle was cancelled. We won. And Giratina did its job. It was a great Urshifu switch in and then pressure the Fairy Graph with Draco Meteor doing around 60%, 65%-ish. So that was a nice battle. We managed to get the win, which is what matters. And let's get into our third match of the day. We found our third opponent of the video. Let's see. They're using a Kyogre Tinkaton team. That feels like an interesting combination, honestly. Kyogre, Tornadus, Urshifu. I don't know if it's Water Urshifu or Dark Urshifu. I imagine it's Water. Tinkaton, Budget Sation, Sashian, Rillaboom, and Regibolt. Okay. They have Tailwind and Water Spout. Tinkaton has Mold Breaker as an option, which I think they should be using in this regulation. So that means they can actually fake out the Fairy Graph, even through Armor Tail because of Mold Breaker. That's a cool interaction. Could also have Feint to block Wide Guard if I lead Mienshao. And they can Feint even with Fairy Graph on the field. So this is a tricky one. I think I want to go Mienshao in this one, honestly. Maybe I want to go... What if I go Giratina in this one? Nah, they can just... I'm going to go Giratina Mienshao. Ogerpon back, and... Do we even bring Gyarados or Fairy Graph? I think I'm going to bring Fairy Graph. It might help to maybe set up a Trick Room of some sort, but... The idea here is that, obviously, we need something to block Water Spouts. I don't know what kind of Kyogre that is. I'm a little bit concerned about the Regibolt, given that I didn't bring Ursaluna, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, we can block Thunderclaps also with Fairy Graph, so that's another use of it. Tink it to Kyogre, and I have a feeling you are going to Feint. What if their Terra goes Kyogre? I can Wide Guard, but you can Feint my Mienshao. I can Fake Out myself. I mean, can go for my own Fake Out. Please don't be Terra Ghost. Okay, they switch out the Kyogre into Tornadus. That's Tornadus. Oh, we got a crit. Gigaton Hammer into Mienshao. What is your item? This Rocky Helmet. Bro. You have Rocky Helmet. You can Wide Guard here. You can Feint. I can Wide Guard Shadow Sneak. Let's see if you have Feint though. Wide Guard to block the Bleak Wind Storm, right? They can just Tailwind. They have Feint. Yep. We are in trouble. We are in trouble. Oh, but they went for Tailwind. Okay. We KO the Tinkaton, but we're going to take Rocky Helmet. We don't KO the Tinkaton. Never mind. Never mind. Actually, this might be better. Because now we can set up Trick Room, right? I think this might be better. Yep. Do I want to go for Shadow Sneak? That's so obvious, right? Do I predict your Tinkaton switching? Do you even have a switching? I don't think you do. So I'm just going to Shadow Sneak. Regardless. They just went for Feint to get some damage. Just showing me that you can Feint in front of a Farigiraf because you have Mold Breaker. Cool, cool. I like that. What I don't like is that I'm taking a Bleak Wind Storm in the face. That's what I don't. And that is unnecessary damage. Oh, you got the speed drop, and I'm clicking Trick Room, so that's good at least. That's good at least. And now, who is coming? Urshifu, and is Urshifu Dark? I can tear the Farigiraf. Do I predict the Urshifu to protect, though? How many Tailwind turns? We have 4 turns of Trick Room, 2 turns of Tailwind. I think I'm going to Terra Farigiraf, honestly. Just Terra Blast. And I'm going to go for a Poltergeist into Torn. Just in case they protect with the Urshifu, I'm splitting my damage. This should be okay if they protect. And if they don't protect, unless they are Focus Sash, we should be good. Let's see. They protect Torn. Are you not protecting Urshifu? Okay, you're protecting both. Fine. Fine by me. You should be Focus Sash on the Urshifu, right? If you have Protect, you should be Focus Sash. This is going to be a tricky one. Still have my Ogrepon in the back with Sturdy. I'm going to Shadow Sneak you and Terra Blast. You might switch it to Kyogre. Nope. Just to break a potential Focus Sash. Terra Blast, Fairy. But the issue here is that this thing is going to get a Bleak Wind Storm in my face. I could have Terra the Giratina a couple of turns ago, but I wanted to save the Terra for Farigiraf in case they crit my Giratina on top of that. Now, we have 2 turns of Trick Room. We have 2 turns of Trick Room, right? Or 1? 2. 2 more. I have Ogrepon in the back with Sturdy active. How do I win this game? I can Helping Hand. I can Terra Blast the Torn and protect Giratina. So the next turn, I attack with it. Yeah, I don't want to lose both. That's the thing. I don't want to lose both. Their Terraslice and their Kyogre. What Terra are you? You're Terra Water. You are Terra Water. Wow. They're not protecting the Torn this turn, which is not ideal. If they're Terra Water, they might be Specs. Terra Blast. They went for Terra Blast, Terra Water? What? This is the first time I see this. Terra Blast Kyogre, guys. What can I say? Okay, this next turn is very tricky, actually. I have this turn active, but the Tornadoes didn't protect, so it can protect this turn. And then next turn they can Tailwind. So I think I should double into the Kyogre, assuming it's Specs. I think. But the thing is, Ogerpon is faster, so in Trick Room is slower. Do I predict them to protect Tornadoes now? That's the tricky part, because if they protect Tornadoes, I can double into the Kyogre and I win. And if they don't protect Tornadoes, I need to protect the Ogerpon here. Oh, this is a mind game. I'm gonna protect. I think they didn't protect, because their protect should be first. Come on, Giratina, I need you to connect this move. Thank you, Cover Cloak. Yeah, that was a mind game. Like, if they don't protect Tornadoes and I attack, I lose. They're locked into Terra Blast most likely. So, like, if you have Terra Blast in Terra Water, that means you're choice specs, I think. Let's see if we can see it. The battle was cancelled. We win! Giratina put in work. Wow. That was a very tricky team, honestly. The Tinkaton, the Specs Kyogre, Terra Blast. I don't know why they didn't go for Water Spout. Well, I think the reasoning might be they were expecting me to attack the Kyogre, so Water Spout is going to do less damage, right? Because Giratina can get a Poltergeist off, which should do around 60%. So their Water Spout is going to do less damage. But I don't think that matters much, because you're choice specs and I have an Ogerpon. But I guess they didn't want to lock into Origin Pulse, because Origin Pulse can miss. However, I had Ogerpon in the back. They didn't know I had Ogerpon, maybe. That's another thing why they did it, because they didn't know I had a Follow Me option as well. But yeah, GG to our opponent. That was a fun match. Let's get into the fourth battle of the video. And we found our next opponent of the day. Let's see what restricted we're facing now. We're facing Terrapagos. I think this is the first time we faced Terrapagos in these 2 episodes. Terrapagos, Grimmsnarl, Ogerpon, Heartflame, Urshifu, Landorus, Incarnate, and Raging Bolt. So theoretically, this could be a game where like I go Gyarados instead of Trick Room. I think Mienshao and Ogerpon. The only issue with this lineup is if their Urshifu's a Scarf and I lose Giratina, it can get out of control because Gyarados cannot do much to it. I can Thunder Wave it, I guess. Yeah, we're going with this lineup this time. Let's see. We're going full Giratina mode, which is a little bit weird, honestly, if you think about like the fact that the opponent has a normal type restricted. So Poltergeist does nothing. But I have a feeling that, you know, we can get a couple of Draco crits, hopefully. And I think Mienshao or Ogerpon can be good to clean the game also. Grimmsnarl and Terrapagos. Okay. Grimmsnarl and Terrapagos. What kind of Terrapagos are you? So I can taunt immediately, I can get a Thunder Wave into the Terrapagos if I want. I just don't know if you're actually... I think you might be specs, honestly, in this team. I can taunt the Grimmsnarl. But if I taunt the Grimmsnarl, they're just gonna go for a Spirit Break next turn anyways. So might as well just go for a Dragon Cheer and try to create the Grimmsnarl with Poltergeist. I think. Oh! Their Grimmsnarl has taunt. Okay, yeah. It's over. It's over. Procs to them. We face the only Grimmsnarl I've faced in years that has taunt. It's not that it's a bad move at all. It's Cover Claw Grimmsnarl. But, you know, it's not something you expect. So I cannot Thunder Wave. I cannot do anything. Can try to get rid of the Grimmsnarl, I guess. Waterfall and Poltergeist. They might Parting Shot if they have this. Let's see. They're getting a second Calm Mind. This is bad. I have Mienshao in the back though. I have Mienshao in the back. Oh, that was close. Foul play. That's extremely bad. That is extremely bad. I'm going to protect here and just go for a Waterfall. They might just Parting Shot and Terra now. They're not clicking the Terra button. They just want to go for Calm Minds. Go for Reflect. Fine. Start something to Gyarados. Gyarados should take it. Yeah, we take it. It's also faster than Gyarados, which is annoying. So now the taunt is gone now, but we are in range of anything. Are you Water Urshifu or Dark Urshifu? They're Water Urshifu. I cannot switch. Like I'm gonna lose both, unfortunately. I'm gonna try to Thunder Wave here, but it's not gonna be possible, I suppose. And I'm gonna Shadow Sneak into the Urshifu. They might Terra now. Oh, they're not clicking Terra. Okay, they want to save the Terra Shell, which is smart. Oh, they have Dark Pulse. Oh, that is a new one. And close combat into the Gyarados. Just in case the Gyarados is a Rocky Helmet variant, I suppose. Or maybe they are a Choice Scarf. No, the Terrapagos... Wait, Terrapagos moved first. Did I see that correctly? Terrapagos went first. He went first. Interesting. So that's a slow Urshifu. And a faster Apagos, I guess. They have Reflect, though. For 6 more turns. I have Terra Close Combat if I want to, however. Do I predict them to Protect? Because I can fake out their Terrapagos. I think I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to Ivy Cut to the Urshifu, honestly. Because they might switch into Raging Bolt or Heart Flame Ogerpon. Let's see. Yep, Raging Bolt. And they Protect. Okay. Okay. We're still in this somehow. Is this Ivy Cut crits? Okay, it didn't crit. It would have been amazing. Okay, now we have to go for a Terra Close Combat, and we have to go for a Ivy Cudgel. Yeah, it's our only chance. And we have to hope that this is enough. Because they have Reflect. But they have a Terra Fight in Mienshao. Come on, Mienshao. You can do it. Okay, they're not terrestrializing the Terrapagos. Just to keep the Terra Shield active. I think this should be enough, honestly. This should be enough. There's no way this is not enough. Even with Reflect. Yeah, there's no way. Okay. So we have the Focus Sash is still active. Since Regibull didn't Thunderclap. Electro Web. That is the worst move I could have asked for. Electro Web. Yeah, that is a game win in play. Because now Urshifu speeds. Oh man. Yep. Electro Web, Electro Web. Unless their Urshifu is extremely slow, like I don't think you should be slower than. I can follow me in like Terra Close Combat. It should be over. Thunderclap. I could have redirected the Thunderclap if I wanted to, but I cannot redirect the Thunderclap and attack at the same time. So let's see, are you faster? You're faster, yeah. Yep, GG. GG, the opponent, like, if they didn't click Electro Web, or if somehow Electro Web misses, I think we had a chance of winning. Like, if they didn't have Electro Web. But that was a very good play. That was a game-winning play, honestly. I have Wide Guard, and they probably know I have Wide Guard, but they are not clicking. They can say, like, the opponent is not clicking Wide Guard and attacking the Terrapagos at the same time. Like, you cannot do it with Mienshao, of course. So, yeah, the Grimmsnarl was annoying because of the taunt cover cloak. I couldn't get the Dragon Tears off. I couldn't get the Thunder Waves. I couldn't get anything with Gyarados other than like just Waterfalls. And not only that, it also had Foul Play. So it was a extremely difficult. Like Grimmsnarl overall is a nightmare for Giratina, right? Like you have Dragon and Ghost typing against a Fairy and Dark typing. But not only that, it also has Taunt to stop your support and it has Foul Play to do massive damage. So it was unfortunate we had to face that specific Grimmsnarl set, but that was a good game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the Giratina team. Obviously, a restricted that is not as good as other restricted, but we had some fun here in these 2 episodes playing with it. So that's it. We're going to finish the video there. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, and yeah, peace.